Hey. Okay, I'm so excited. We're here on day one of the Cosmic Self Love Challenge. Okay, so some of you signed up for the challenge and some of you did not. If you did not, you're welcome to join. To be receiving emails every day of the replay and reminders and little extra bonus things sent to your email. And it's not too late to sign up for it. If you want to get those things, just let me or Brittany know and we'll send you the link to sign up. So I'm so excited to do this. This is really the work of my heart, and honestly, I really feel like everything that I do is all about just helping you really love yourself and see yourself as the gift that you truly are to the world. So my whole journey working away, and that's really what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. So I just want to give it a minute and see if anybody's going to hop on. I know it's kind of like a random Monday during the Mercury retrograde. So and also I purposefully didn't, give people heads up on this because I knew it would be a recording, and also I'm traveling this week, so I can't really commit to like a specific time. So I'm not really expecting that many people to be able to come on live with me. Totally fine. Just if you're on the replay, definitely comment below with hashtag replay and act as though you're here live with me. Okay, so for today's topic, I really wanted to talk with you about the healing powers of astrology, how I've healed, and especially how it empowers me in my business and how this whole self-love thing really does work. Hello, who's ever here, just say hi. And I really want to make these quick and potent for you. I know we're all busy doing things and it's the middle of your day, so I want to give you like a 5-minute tip and action step to challenge your current level of self-love. And what I really believe with all my heart is that our self-love is so deeply connected to how much we are able to open up to receiving love from outside of ourselves. And we have to be careful with that, not to turn that into like any form of judgment, or to think that if we don't have something externally, then that means that we don't love ourselves enough, and that, that turns into a form of not loving ourselves. This is really just about opening up more and more and recognizing the power of love in general, and especially of self-love, and how when you really do love yourself, it's not that you always get what you want. Oftentimes it's not at all, but it is. Oftentimes we don't get exactly what we want. But I really do believe that we get that or better, and that when we really open ourselves up to self-love and love in general, hey Brittany, what ends up happening is that life takes us on the ride of our dreams, and we actually end up receiving things that are like even better than we thought a lot of times. Sometimes we get exactly what we wanted. Sometimes, like I said, we get better. Sometimes we get a lesson that I really do believe that ultimately self-love is one of the most magnetic and attractive vibrations that we can plug ourselves into. So I want to share, just like I said, a 5-minute quickie for today. And this is going to be really fun. So you're going to use your birth chart a little bit each day. We're going to keep it kind of light so that everybody can access this, and if you feel like you want to go deeper with it, you totally can. So using your birth chart, we're going to be working actually with your moon sign. Today's Monday. I didn't plan that, but I just want to make sure. It's weird if I move like an inch, I lose internet. So we're going to be working with your moon sign. And one of the things that has been the most healing for me in my business and my life is working with my moon. I have my moon in Leo. I've shared that. And it's also in the second house, which is the house of Taurus. And one of the things that I have healed so much through my business, actually my business has like really helped me heal, was, I had this real deep sense of shame around loving to be in the spotlight, which is a very Leo thing. Being kind of like a little, not a little, but being pompous is kind of the word, but not in a negative way. Like when I see like pictures of myself as a little kid, Brittany said that cut out when you were explaining to use the moon. Okay, yeah, probably did for everybody. I didn't say very much about it just yet, but we're going to be looking at your moon sign. Thank you. So when I was little, you know, I was always extremely, like, I loved being the spotlight. I loved getting a lot of attention, and I loved being the center of the show in my own unique way, because I also have other things on my chart and my personality that kind of filter that a little bit. But deep down, I really love getting a lot of attention. The more I grew up and the more I learned certain things, you know, I developed a real sense of shame around that, and it became something that over time, for various reasons, we're not going to really go into it, but over time I really felt like I had to change that about myself. Not only change it, but it literally became like a shadow aspect of myself that I was ashamed of, and I really felt like I was so afraid that somebody would find that out about me. Like, I was so afraid that if people knew how much I actually craved attention and how much I actually love and really do value, like, being appreciated and praised and things like that, I really honestly thought that that was like a terrible thing. Like, I thought that it was something to be really ashamed of. I thought it was something I had to change about myself, and I thought it was something that, again, I had to hide and protect and kind of keep hidden. And in my business, I started realizing over time that that was very present, but it was subconscious too. It took some time for me to really pick up on that and realize how much I was afraid of being exposed, right? For being like very confident, being like very again, loving attention and all those Leo things. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this is because that was such a big oh, hey Alexandra. Oh my God. Okay. I feel like this is going to resonate with a lot of people, not just Leo moon people, but, you know, share with me what your moon sign is. And also the money thing, which I've shared in the past, like, I love money. I really, really do. And I really love like luxury and all of that. And that was another thing that throughout my life, and especially getting into like spirituality, I shamed it. I thought it was like really bad. I thought I had to hide that. And I kind of like, again, the feeling and the sensation that was really present that I want you to pick up on, if it's there, is this feeling of like having to protect it so that I wouldn't be exposed. Like, that was the big thing. And here's what started to happen was, as soon as I started actually loving that part of myself and really accepting it and really just being like, you know what, that's who I am, and like, I'm not here to change that. Like, I'm not actually here to become humble, and I'm not here to become less visible. I'm not here to learn to not be that. I'm not here to be poor. You know, all the things that were the actual opposite of what I wanted, that I told myself, you know, was what I really should be doing because I was shaming myself for what I really was. The more I started owning and loving those things about myself, the more powerful and potent I was becoming in my business, in my messaging, just in my life in general. And the more I actually just, again, loved myself and love myself to the point that I go and actually pursue those things. Now, this connects to our moon sign specifically because the moon is what we crave, but we also learn a lot to deny that in ourselves. Oh, moon in Aquarius. Interesting, because that's the opposite sign of Leo. And it's really one axis. So Aquarius and Leo are very connected, and they actually have a lot of similarities while they're total opposites. It's how it is in astrology. Okay. Hopefully that's good. So here's what I want you to do on day 1 of this challenge. Oh my God, that's so funny. What I want for you to do, and I'm going to write this out and put it in a post. Trickster energy. I'm living on the wild, you know, like taking a walk on the wild side by doing this on many programs and stuff during Mercury retrograde. No, I don't think it's as bad as people say. Let me see if this is good. Does this work well? Okay. So here's what you're going to do. One of the most amazing retrograde energy is that it's Pisces. Okay, so the retrograde is happening in the sign of Pisces. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a fun activity, which is what I'm calling energetic recycling. Okay, so Pisces rules the 12th house in the zodiac. And the 12th house, I like to think of it as the big cosmic recycling bin of the universe, where it's source energy. So everything comes from there, and everything also goes back there. So that's how I want you to start thinking about Pisces and 12th house. Now, being that this is the energy that is really being emphasized and like amplified through this Mercury retrograde, that's what we're going to be working with for at least today. We're going to be, okay, so I want you to sit with your Googling, if you're very new to astrology. If you're new to astrology, you might want to Google this or, find a book or anything. If you don't have any information, you don't need much information. You probably know a lot more than you think. It's just going to be certain keywords that help you focus in. But I want you to tune into your moon sign if you want to do your house as well and aspects as well. That's more advanced. And I want you to really feel into what are you denying expression in that moon, right? Maybe for you, it's like me where you can sense that you really are holding shame or denying or rejecting your desire to be seen more, your desire for attention, your desire to be like praised, right? Maybe for you, it's something different. Maybe it's your desire for lots of money, maybe your desire, like whatever it is. I just want you to get clear on what that thing is that you really feel like you've been denying and you're almost like afraid that people will find out about you. Okay, so there's like this shadow. The next thing we're going to do is recycling thing. Like I was saying, we're going to take that energy and we're going to be, the great cosmic recycling bin, going to send it back to source, okay? And we're going to do an exchange. So we're going to send that energy like to source. We're going to send all the shame and the rejection that's being held around that aspect of yourself back to source. And, you could just imagine it going to this big recycling bin or like, out there in the cosmos, and you're going to take back, right, and do like an exchange, the loving aspect of that, loving yourself for it, receiving it, accepting it, and expressing it, and writing a sentence or affirmation right around why you love that about yourself, what the treasure is there, what the gem is there, what the magic and what the like for me, for example, when I started really doing this work with my Leo moon, I started really focusing on the gifts of my Leo moon, right? On the flip side of the shadow, right? Or the things that we think are so bad, those are actually gifts, and it's up to us to and really own that inside of ourselves. We have to be the ones to see it and own it inside of ourselves. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to write this out with a little bit more detailed instructions. And like I said, if you're enrolled in the challenge, you're going to get that in an email. That will be emailed to the people who have signed up for the challenge with like a little breakdown of what to do today. I'm so excited. If you're participating, definitely post what comes through for you if you feel like it. It's always fun to share. It's a completely safe space in our group where you can just share, what did you find? What are you sending back? What are you exchanging? What are you returning to source? And what are you now choosing to value and love about yourself? It's so funny. Every time I say the moon, you're right, Brittany. So I'll just repeat, what is it that you are choosing to love about yourself through that beautiful moon? Okay. Hey, Alyssa. Hey, everybody. Okay, so I'm so excited. That's your day 1 challenge for today. Try to keep up with it. Do it right away. And, just get really into it. And I'm so excited because this whole week, focusing on this stuff is going to really shift your energy. And like I said, it's about raising your vibration, raising your standards for yourself, raising your confidence levels, raising your rates in your business, right? Because the more you love and value yourself, the more you'll be able to really stand behind it and value what you bring to the table. I'm so excited. So definitely tag me on your posts, and I will see you back here tomorrow for day 2. Thanks, guys, for being here. So excited to see what you come up with. Bye.